So we use prime meat in our burgers, and it quickly became the #1 selling burger that we have right now. I said, I'll give anybody 20% off to come eat in my place.
Oh, really?
I've had this billboard for about 8 months now. People that live blocks away from me, they don't even know I'm here. All our videos had like 7 million, 10 million. One of them had, I think, 22 million views.
What else have you think has kept you in business this long?
I think customer service is big for us. I had a lady one time, she said, this is not well done. She said, the best burger I ever had.
It's a good story to tell now, man. What's up, everybody? We're out here in El Cajon today at Funky Fries and Burgers. The burger spot's been around for about 10 years, right, Sebastian?
Yeah, 9, 10 years.
9, 10 years?
Yeah.
I'm here with owner and founder Sebastian Hallak, or you, like you said in Arab, you say
Hallak.
Hallak.
Hallak or
Sebastian Hallak.
Yeah, Hallak,
So,
yeah.
Sebastian, thank you for being on today's podcast, man. Appreciate
thanks
the
for having
time,
me on,
man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, if you can tell us a little bit more about yourself and everything like that.
So, been in business for about 9 years now. Started off in a 250 square foot location, and from there opened up 3 locations. We closed one during COVID, and we had the Plaza Bonita one up until about a year ago. The mall is just kind of deteriorating, over there. I don't know if you've been around there lately, but just decided to call it a day over there. So now we're back where we started. Gonna roll out like a 2.0 version, not so big, more fast casual.
Here or somewhere else?
No, somewhere. And we're gonna start rolling some more out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But just not so big. We're not gonna go big. We're not gonna do the alcohol.
Okay.
Just focus on the food.
Keep it small and focused.
Exactly. Yeah.
I see. You actually didn't start at this spot, right? Weren't you next door?
Yeah, we're next door. 250 square foot location, 6 bar stools.
Okay.
And we just hit big off the bat, man. Went viral on a lot of posts. We were on The Reader, The Cheesiest, all those big blogs from back in the day, and all our videos had like 7 million, 10 million.
Wow,
some 20. One of them had, I think, 22 million views, and that's it, man. The rest is history. We had line around this block.
Really? When you first opened, or just
like 2 months? 2 months after we opened.
Wow.
And then it just hit. So
just popped off.
Yeah, it was good. Thank God. So we're blessed.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the beginning, man.
Yeah.
Take us back then. How did you get started? How did you come up with the idea? All of that stuff. What did you do before this? First of all, what did you do before having this?
Me and my family's background is just retail, gas stations, liquor stores, supermarkets, stuff like that. And I had the idea for Funky Fries on paper probably 2 or 3 years before I even opened. But at that point, it was just a fry place, just like specialty fries. So once I actually got into the restaurant and started making all this stuff, I was like, well, Philly fry, I can make a Philly burger, and pulled pork fries, I can do a pulled pork burger. So then it just became Funky Fries and burgers. But no culinary background or anything like that. I'm just a foodie, I was 100 pounds heavier before this, so you might not be able to tell, but
yeah, man, you look great.
Me and we love to eat, and so a lot of the ideas just came from stuff that I like, and just putting it on paper and building it from there.
What was your original item? What was like the first one you came out with?
It was all fries. So the first fries that I had were pizza fries, chili cheese fries, buffalo chicken fries, pulled pork fries, elote fries, and pastrami fries.
Wow. Okay.
Philly cheesesteak fries. I don't know if I said that already.
Yeah.
But it was just literally all fries.
All together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We had a bacon mac and cheese fry. From there, we did a bacon mac and cheese burger, which you had, the one you dipped in the cheese.
Dude, fire. That thing was so good.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
So, started off that way, man, just fries. And I literally, at a friend's poker game, I was like, listen, I'm going to just make food for everybody. You guys give me your feedback. And,
this was before the spot, obviously.
This is back in the day. This is over 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I went and made all the food, passed it out. Everybody loved it. And then I just pulled the trigger. We had a little space available. And man, just.
Did someone help you develop the recipes, or this was like all you?
So I put everything on paper myself. And then when I first started, I had 2 cooks that started off with me.
Oh, okay.
And they helped me, again, no culinary background. So I said, listen, I want chipotle mayo, and they're like, I got it, So they helped me whip up all the recipes.
Very cool.
Stuff like that.
Are those cooks still with you?
No, they moved on. I think they were going to open up a food truck.
Okay.
But they're no longer with me. I still keep a contact, here and there.
Yeah.
But they helped me, start
Yeah.
They helped me figure out my way around the kitchen.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What's crazy is I want to bring this back a little bit. I actually did a video here, I want to say like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was that location.
It was over there. You had your YouTube channel.
Yeah. It was on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I still have it. It's up there still. But yeah, I did a video here, and then it's crazy to see just you guys are still in business after all this time too.
Yeah.
And you know, obviously it's because you guys have really good food. I mean, that's a big factor in there.
Plus.
Yeah. So like just talking about that a little bit, what do you, on top of having good food, what else have you think has kept you in business this long?
I think customer service is big for us. I mean, we make it a point when we train our employees, everybody needs to be greeted on the way in and on the way out. Go up to the tables, check on the people, ask how they like their food. If they don't like their food, let's remake it. You know, at the end of the day, as many times you have to remake something, I know it sucks, but you want to make them leave happy.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. I mean, you got to have the good food, but the way you feel when you come into a restaurant is, you know, it says a lot about, you know, the place. So
yeah, I mean, but how can you come into eating? How can you eat a burger and fries and not be happy? You know,
you'll be surprised.
People
man.
come in upset afterwards.
There are some people
upset.
that just, you know, you can't please everybody.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I had a lady one time, well done burger, cool, well done. First time, okay, it was medium well. I said, you know what? I'm gonna remake it for you, no problem.
Okay.
So I went back there. I made it
You did
myself.
yourself,
I said,
okay.
I'm not gonna, you know, risk it. I went, you know,
Smashed everything.
smashed that, opened it, checked it, tempted it. I said, let me make sure. She came back. Her husband was like, you know, he was sick. He didn't want to, he was embarrassed.
He was.
Said,
Okay,
she said, this is not well done. I said, there's no red.
Yeah.
You know, I said.
Did she want burnt?
So she said, I said, listen, I can't really do anything else for you.
Yeah.
I can give you your money back. I can do whatever you want. I want to make you happy. She said, I said, I did everything but throw it in the fryer. She said, throw it in the fryer.
What?
I said, no problem. So I went back there. I threw a burger in the fryer. I gave it back to her. She said, the best burger I ever had.
Well, you got there, right?
Well, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the customer service.
Yeah.
You know, then they would always come back.
Yeah.
And so it took, you know, a little bit of loss on some product and stuff, and you know, few months off my life dealing with the lady, but
well, the experience is like, you know,
at
priceless.
the end of the day, the experience was priceless.
Yeah.
And they were happy, they left happy.
Yeah.
And it was funny, you know, at the end of the day, but you know,
It's a good story to tell now, man.
It's funny, man. So
on top of that, so you talked about the fries a little bit. Can you talk about the burgers? Like what kind of burgers did you have? Do you have now? Do you start with and like coming up with those recipes and all that good stuff?
So when we first started, we were, you know, I was like, you know, I want to do fresh cut fries. I want to do, you know, hand form. You know, we do all our burgers in house. So for the first 6 months we did, we ground our own chuck, 80/20, ground it, you know, cleaned it, ground it, pattied it, all that kind of stuff. And then we went viral, and it's just too much. It was just too much to handle.
Wow.
It's a lot. It was a lot of work.
You just got too much business.
Too much business
okay.
to be in there just grinding meat. You know, just you got to work smarter, not harder.
Right.
So we found a meat company that made a blend how we liked it. We tried about 10 to 15 burgers. They kept bringing it back. Finally got it right.
Nice.
From there, that was a Black Angus burger we used to use. Same thing, 80/20 chuck. And now the past 3 years, we have moved over to a prime burger. So we use prime meat in our burgers.
Yeah.
It's a prime chuck roll.
Okay.
So that's where we're at now.
What is that, like 80/20? What is the prime chuck?
Chuck is just the part of the part of the cow.
Yeah.
Prime is the grading of the meat. So it's the best grade you can get. So there is a choice, a select, and prime. If you go to the grocery store, if you go to Costco, you'll see
prime.
You'll see the seals and all that kind of stuff. Prime is the best. You can buy, you know, from stores.
Right.
Yeah.
So you made that decision just based off of like, was it customer feedback or like you on yourself? You're like, you know, let's make this move.
I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to pricing, and then the flavor has to be there. I don't care how cheap or, you know, expensive something is. The flavor profile, everything has to still be there.
Yeah.
So the prime burger we were getting for a little bit more than we were paying. I was happy to pay more just so we could advertise prime.
Gotcha.
And you know, people see that. They see that, you know, oh wow, they serve prime burgers. So you can't, you know, you still get the people that say, oh my God, your burger's $10. I can go to Jack in the Box. Well, do they serve prime burger?
I mean, they could.
What do they do?
Yeah,
you know,
right.
What you know, you get what you pay for.
Right.
So
and I think you hit on a few things that I want to bring up. The fact that you said it took you 6 months, right?
Yeah.
Was it 6 months to come up with recipes or 6 months to go through the meat? What did you say exactly?
No. So 6 months we were grinding our own.
Grinding your own meat. Okay.
After that,
okay.
probably a month,
Right.
month and a half, going back and forth with the meat company.
Okay. Okay.
Getting the blend right.
Okay.
And not too much fat, not too much gristle, not too
Right,
much,
right.
whatever. So after that, we just started getting it shipped in fresh every day or every 2 days.
Okay.
Shipped in.
Okay. Well, the one part I wanted to bring up was how you went back and forth with the meat company, right? When the first one isn't perfect, you just keep working on it to make it better
they
and
want
better,
your
right?
business, so they're gonna work. They see.
Okay.
You tell them how much chuck you're going through or how much meat you're going through, and they want to earn your business.
Okay.
A majority of these companies.
How did you get connected to these other companies, these other meat
just through
companies?
different vendors and through different people. Once you get into this business, it's like when you get I never had a DUI, but I have friends that had DUIs. Once you get a DUI,
Yeah.
your mailbox is flooded with lawyers. They just know you got a DUI from the state or whatever, and
They're gonna help you. They
Once
want
these
money.
guys find out you open a restaurant, every food vendor just flocks to you. They're just trying to earn your business.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But now you have like your dedicated vendors, all of that stuff.
Yeah. I'm pretty loyal to the guys I have. They take care of me. So
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Nice. What kind of burgers do you have right now? We name them off.
as far as what?
I mean, I know you have your list of burgers.
List of burgers.
Yeah.
We have our Cali Burger is probably our. I'll tell you the top 5. Our OG burgers are classic. We have our Cali Burger. It's avocado, lettuce, tomato, grilled onions, cheddar cheese, bacon, and then we have that Southwest sauce. Kind of like chipotle mayo, cilantro chipotle mayo, really good.
Yeah.
The OG, which is a classic. We have that bacon mac and cheese burger.
Mm-hmm.
We have a pulled pork burger. We won best burger in San Diego with.
Wow.
And then the next year we did a pulled pork burger, and we added the mac and cheese patty from there. We won
At the next event?
At the next event,
Okay.
we won best in show.
Wow.
So yeah, we have about 13 burgers on the menu right now, and we just introduced the Smashburger that you tried about 6 months ago, and it quickly became the #1 selling burger that we have right now. Yeah.
Did you even have to market that? I mean, Smashburger already has a name, but like.
It's trending right now.
Yeah.
Smashburger. Everyone wants to open a Smashburger place and stuff. So
Yeah.
I've loved Smashburgers for
Long time.
years since
Yeah.
there's a few spots in San Diego that I like.
Yeah.
But we just decided to try one here, and
Yeah.
it took off. Everyone loves it.
Dude, it's funny because I just recently did a video on my favorite Smashburgers in San Diego, right?
Yeah.
Included you guys, a few other people too.
Yeah.
So many people, I got so many comments hating on what I posted, right?
Of course.
It's so ridiculous, but it's like everybody has their own taste.
Yeah.
And Smashburgers are good. Like just in general,
yeah.
they're a good burger. It's hard to mess up it's hard to mess up. I haven't tasted a bad Smashburger,
It's hard, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to mess it up, but it is a good burger.
I've had one. Obviously, I'm not gonna say the name, but I had one. I couldn't believe they were in business. But
I mean, you can say the name. No, I'm just
no,
kidding.
I'm not gonna say it.
Don't go there.
I will give a shout out. I will give credit where it's due. I saw a lot of people post the friendly. Mm-hmm. The friendly is if I don't eat mine, I'll go have
Go there.
Yeah, man.
Go there.
Friendly does it right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a good Smashburger, and they've been around for years too.
For sure.
Yeah, man. I kind of want to move your freak shakes. We haven't even got into that, man.
Yeah. So that's
Dude, that's like if you want to think Instagram picture, like insane,
of
right?
course.
Like,
and that's what we thought when we did it.
Okay.
But we also, I tell everybody, you can have a gimmick, something look like, people are like, oh, you're a fair food. But fair food sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It looks crazy. A fried Twinkie, or all these kind of
deep
things.
fried Oreo.
Fair food is cool for what it is, but it sucks. So you have to follow up a gimmick with quality. The bacon mac and cheese burger. We have the pizza burger. All the stuff that's kind of over the top. It still has to taste good. It can't just look crazy. Same thing goes for the shakes. Mm-hmm. We went through also the same thing. We used to use hand scooped ice cream. Then we went to kind of more like a soft serve. Tried a bunch of different soft serve, make sure it's right. Buttercream. This, I had specialty guys come in here and tell me what's what.
What do you guys use now?
We use a buttercream mixture for all the ice cream. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just really good. But yeah, it looks good, tastes good, and the number one thing is it's Instagrammable.
Right.
For business, that's what you want.
Yeah.
So everyone's taking their pictures, they're posting, they're doing. Half the time, the shake's so big, they take their pictures, they take a few sips, they have a few bites,
that's it,
and they leave it.
Dude,
they just can't even finish it.
Yeah,
so.
Last time I was here, I tried eating it, and I literally had maybe like a couple sips, and I took a few bites, and then I tried taking it home. But like it's literally after that, it's like so sweet,
it's
right?
Dine-in only.
It's hard to tackle because you guys add so many ingredients on top of it.
Yeah.
Because I had the breakfast one, right? It was like Pop-Tarts,
bacon, pancakes.
Bacon, yeah, those little bits of pancakes. Like you have a few sips after you eat a burger, dude.
Oh yeah.
How?
Yeah, it's a lot.
I think I was told that people actually can crush those though.
Oh yeah, we have people that crush them.
Yeah.
We have people that. I had a guy that did that funky challenge we had, and just for fun, he crushed a.
Dang.
I was like, oh,
that's incredible.
You
dude.
got extra credit,
Is there a prize if they finish them? Do you guys?
Yeah, if you do our challenge, it's like 6 or 7 pounds, I forget, of food. It's $50. You get the $50 back. Hat, T-shirt, and a name on the wall, stuff like that.
Oh, sick, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
it's
awesome,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
I kind of want to lead this into now talking about business.
Sure.
Because we talked about, how you got started, all of this good stuff, but being around for almost, like you said, 9-10 years now, right?
Yeah.
That's definitely an accomplishment that a lot of restaurants, a lot of businesses don't even see.
Yeah.
So going back to that, like, what do you think are one of the main reasons why you guys have been around so long?
I think the number one thing, man, is staying relevant. You have to stay relevant. Like I opened up, went viral, all that stuff. Viral shit goes away.
Yeah.
What's next? You gotta do something to keep the people coming back. So, we've done everything from punch cards, buy 10 entrees, get the 11th free, point reward systems. Obviously, Instagram, Facebook, magazines.
Your billboards.
Right.
Right.
And even with all that kind of stuff, I've been here for 9 years. I put this billboard up. I've had this billboard for about 8 months now, and I have people that live blocks away from me, and they don't even know I'm here.
Wow.
I do mailers. I have 2 huge monument signs. I'm on a corner, corner space.
Yeah.
And people just still, if you're not sticking out to people, they're gonna miss you. So, I think that's the number one thing is staying relevant, and then also. You have to keep the food is the number one most important thing. The food and customer service and staying relevant. And we do a lot of specials. We give back to the customers, percentages off.
It sounds like you keep it exciting. I think that's the main thing, right?
Like I said, man, there's a million other places to eat. Why are they going to come back to you? What do they want to come back for? Your burger can be so good, but how many times can you eat funky fries and burgers? Give them a reason to come back.
Yeah.
So
is there anything you attribute everything to? Like mostly, like what has been, you think, the number one thing though? Is there one?
There isn't one. It's everything. You can't just put a finger on one thing.
Okay.
You have to market. You have to have good food. You have to have good customer service. Once you do the marketing and the ads and the coupons and all that stuff, and they come in and you have shit customer service and food, it means nothing.
Right.
So you can't attribute it to one thing. You have to hit on all marks.
Basically all cylinders, right?
You
gotta knock everything out.
Yeah.
I was listening to one of your recent podcasts before, like a few years ago, right?
Yeah.
You talked about how one thing you did to get customers in was the 20% off, 10% off, free dessert, all of that stuff. So touch on that a little bit.
I learned that from the OG John Taffer. From I think it's called Restaurant Makeover or Restaurant Rescue.
Yeah.
Bar Rescue. So he used to. I used to watch his podcast, and he used to do. Somebody comes into one of his restaurants. They talk. Oh, cool. Here is a coupon for his. I might not get it right exactly, but his first coupon to them was a free rack of ribs. Free rack of ribs is a lot.
Yeah.
For us, we just do 20%. That's a lot. So come in, shoot you at 20%. When they come in and they redeem that 20%, you shoot them with a 10%. So he used to say, they get the rack of ribs, they come in, they redeem that, he gives them another one for a free daiquiri.
Yeah.
And you go a little bit lower, but his stats were, and I believe it to be true, once you get someone to visit your restaurant 4 times, you have a customer for life. And I see that. So
yeah,
we do a 20%. We do this majority on all, and this is big for a lot of restaurant owners that are going to listen to this stuff. Uber Eats fucking crushes us with rates and stuff. So when somebody gets an order, every bag gets a 20% off coupon. Every bag that goes out for any delivery order gets a 20% off coupon. So I try to steal that customer back.
It's dine-in though,
from
right?
Uber. They have to come and redeem it in store.
Gotcha.
So they redeem that, they get the 10%, they come back, they get a free milkshake. So 3 times, get them back in. And
Right.
And
I think that's actually really, really valuable because I think a lot of restaurants look at ways of how to keep customers coming back, right?
Yeah.
That's like the biggest driver.
You got to give a little bit, man. You can't be cheap. I mean, some people don't want to. I've talked to so many people like, oh my God, you give 20% off. I said, I'll give anybody 20% off to come eat my place, 20% off, and then you go to Uber is 30% plus Plus
all the fees, everything else.
You have to do it because you have to keep up with the time. So, but you have to try and get those customers back in.
Yeah.
And they know that we're the ones that take the hit. Everyone, even if you're not in the restaurant industry, you know that they take a percentage from the restaurant. You just try and win them back.
And I think that's a lot of people are scared to make those. Because having a restaurant in the first place is expensive, just in general, expensive,
of course,
right?
Yeah.
Everything's expensive, but it's how are you able to make up those margins, right?
Yeah.
So for you, offering 20%, do you feel like when people actually come in, they end up spending more than they originally would, or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Because in their head, I do this. If I'm saving 20%, I'm probably like, oh well, I saved X amount. I'm gonna just buy. I'm gonna buy more.
Right.
A lot of people think that way.
Have you heard of girl math before?
Girl math?
Girl math.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the trending thing.
Super girl math.
Right. Yeah. I go to Disneyland for like $15 for like a $25 gift card, and I'm spending like $500.
Exactly. Yeah. Girl
that
math.
sort of thing.
100%. So yeah, people still, people are gonna eat, man. They're gonna eat. They're gonna spend. Get them in here. Give them an incentive.
Right.
And it's not always percentages off. We do deals on food. We have a deal right now. Buy any entree and get a free Smashburger.
Oh really?
Actually, I'm not sure if it's out. It'll probably be out by the time this airs.
Okay.
That's going to be the next billboard. Any entree, get a free Smashburger.
Any entree.
Any entree, you get a
Is
free
there a limit on how many Smashburgers? Like, if I get two entrees?
one per party. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I get two entrees, I only can get one Smashburger?
One Smashburger per ticket.
Per ticket.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if that means if I come with a friend, they order and then I order, right?
No problem,
you get to,
you get around it.
Exactly.
I mean? So.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, man.
I mean, was there anything else that like really you feel like contributed to your success on top of that?
Well, I mean, my family for sure. If I didn't have my family, I wouldn't have been able to grow the way I did. I have my mom. She helps me out with back end stuff. My sisters help me run the restaurants. My dad is, they say jack of all trades, master of none, but he knows a lot of shit, man. He saves me thousands of dollars a year. So I mean, the first two restaurants we built, we literally built it, me and him. And if there was something he didn't know, he calls one of his boys that are plumbers or electricians. They come and knock it out.
And they do it.
Yeah, but I mean, if it wasn't for him, I would have spent a lot of money.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, that's awesome. In the first place, that's awesome. I mean, having your family support you in a business endeavor.
Yeah.
Endeavor. Endeavor. I can't even talk. Because like you basically just brought the idea to them, right? And they were like, was there any like hesitation with them, or did they were like?
No, I mean they saw how good we were doing, so they were all in with me.
Wow.
I started out on my own, and then brought them in.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, brought them in to open the other ones and stuff. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is your goal for Funky Fries and Burgers? What do you want to do?
I think the end goal is probably going to be the franchise. But when you have a restaurant like this or a viral restaurant, people come, they just throw money or ideas or opportunities at you, and I haven't really bit on any of them. It's also hard to let go of something you work so hard to build and. But it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's time. So
yeah.
I'm definitely going to roll out a few, like I said, some 2.0 restaurants, smaller. I don't need all this patio space. I don't need the beer. I don't need all this kind of stuff.
It's still going to be Funky Fries, or can be
still going to be Funky Fries, yeah,
okay.
But just a different, little bit different model, slightly smaller menu.
Yeah.
Just a menu that makes sense financially, and we're still going to give the people what they want, but we're going to dial it down a little bit.
It seems like you really care for this business, man. Like
Yeah.
putting in the quality of the meats, putting in even the R&D and coming up with different burgers and different shakes and all that. So that takes time, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of passion.
Definitely.
If there's other people, if there's someone watching this and they want to start a restaurant or they want to do something that they're passionate about, is there any advice?
Don't do it.
For a restaurant or just
go to school? No. Listen, man, the restaurant industry, everybody knows it's the hardest industry.
Yeah.
You can't find employees. Someone offers up 25 cents more, they're going to jump to the next job. Right now, all the big box guys, the big restaurant chains, they have to start paying $20 an hour.
Wow.
So how do you compete, with it? It's a tough business. It's a very rewarding business. I love to still get back. I worked all day yesterday from 10 to 10. When you watch people get your food and like you made it, it feels good. So it's a rewarding business. It's a good. It makes money. But if you're not built for this business, it'll consume you. It'll eat you. It'll eat you alive.
Yeah.
So again, it's a tough business. If you want to do it right. Don't rush into it.
Right.
Do your research. Write everything down. Is really the number one most important thing. Write your costs down. Write your overhead down. What you think is going to cost you to run, and see if you think you're going to be able to do these kind of numbers. Because a lot of people open and close quick, and they realize. So if you have a dream, go and follow it.
Yeah.
Just do your research.
Is there a character trait, one quality you would say a person has to have in order to do restaurant business?
I mean, you got to just be able to fucking roll with the punches. If you can't do that, if you're someone that gets stressed out quick or gets defeated quickly, it's not the industry for you, because you're going to go through so much shit, man. You know, you're going to miss out on a lot of stuff. Also, you know, people are going to call in, you don't have nobody to cover. Owners got to go in.
It's you,
So, you know, these are things that, you know, even the employees, oh, boss, you know, business is good. I said, I'm working right here with you in the kitchen. Yeah, of course it's good, but do I get to go live? You know? So I tell employees sometimes they live a better life than me. They get to put their time off requests. They make sure they get paid. You know, they get all this kind of stuff. So you know, it's not easy business. It's not for the faint of heart.
It's funny because a lot of people think they get by getting into business, for freedom, right? Freedom is like, no, I want more freedom.
It's 100%.
It's opposite. It's opposite of that.
There's a meme, I'm sure you've seen it. It's like, wanted to be my own boss, so I went and started my own. I did stick on my 9 to 5, so I went and started my own company. Now I work
at like 24/7.
Now I work 24/7. You know what I mean? And that's what
that before, man.
Especially if you want to grow, especially if you have, you know, if you aspire to do other things or open. Even if you don't open another restaurant, if you want to go open any other business, you have to have the mindset, like the mental fortitude to deal with this shit, because it's a lot, man. You'll have a day where every cooler just decides to go out, and you just got to keep a cool head. Call this guy, get everything done. Some people freak out, some people don't, and you know.
Before we end today's podcast, is there, if people wanted to ask you for advice, ask you for tips, is there a way that they can reach out to you and connect with you? Like because the reason I say this, you have a lot of knowledge, right? And I think you, even just, thank you for the time, obviously being on this, but I think just a lot of people would want to, like, even just dive in a little bit more with what goes through your head.
I mean, they could message it. I read all the DMs on Funky Fries Instagram, so it's Funky Fries and Burgers on Instagram. Anyone has any questions, if you want to open a burger restaurant, I'll tell you how to open it. I don't care. You know what I mean? So it's the knowledge that I've gained or that I know is just for everybody. So, but I will still tell them don't do it, and then I'll give them the tools they need. Yeah, for sure.
And if there was if someone came here for the first time, what would you tell them to try? I know everybody's palate's different, but at the same time, what would you?
Everything is honestly so. Of course, I'm gonna sound biased because I'm the owner. Everything we have is really good, because the things that were not good or that didn't sell or whatever, we rotate out the menu and get rid of it, and we keep the best sellers, the best, you know, we just keep the best of the best on the menu. Honestly, everything is good. If I had to pick like top 2 burger, top 2 fry, I personally love our bacon mushroom Swiss burger. That would be my number 1. Add a fried egg to it, and then the Smashburger is one of my favorites now. And then for the fries, definitely our pulled pork fries. The pulled pork is amazing. And then after that, I would probably go buffalo chicken fries. You can't.
Buffalo chicken fries.
Can't beat the buffalo chicken
fries. So I was here a couple weeks ago, right? My favorites, definitely the Smashburger.
For sure.
Philly cheesesteak fries all day.
I
love Philly cheesesteak.
That's honorable mention.
So
is the Philly cheesesteak fry, for sure.
And then if it's your
really
waffle fries too, right? Those ones? Dude, the best. The best.
You can't beat that.
So if you guys are looking to connect with Sebastian, you got that. Funky Fries and Burgers, reach out to him. What's your address here?
We are 101 West Washington Avenue, El Cajon.
All right.
Make sure you put El Cajon, or it's going to take you somewhere in Hillcrest. I had it happen a few times. So.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Well, awesome, man. Well, Sebastian, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate the time, man.
Man.
Come visit Funky Fries and Burgers. You guys will love it.
Come on down.
And most of all, don't forget, be marvelous.